started this polyunion together as 3 individuals.
We are all heterosexual.
He's everything that I look for in a husband.
However, they are sister wives.
Best friends, sisters, family.
This accusation that they are brainwashed, we get it often. Someone actually sent a comment yesterday to Jamie saying, listen, Jamie, you are beautiful, but he does not love you. Why don't you just leave? Some people look at it and say, you know, you're exploiting your children.
So how did you feel when you first found out about Lacey coming into your life?
My name is Keven Westley. This is my beautiful wife, Jamie. This is my beautiful wife, Lacey. We call ourselves the Rise family. Rise and shine, beautiful souls. Mondays and Tuesdays, Jamie and I spend time together. Of course, we sleep together on those days. Lacey and I spend time together on Wednesday, Thursday.
Damn, that's good. It's so light.
That's really good.
And then from Friday to Sunday, we alternate.
Thank you for having me onto your show. Hopefully people can be enlightened by what we're going to discuss. It may be some triggers. It definitely may be. Typically when people have me on, it is to discuss a lot of controversial type topics. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be asking me a lot of crazy things today. But I'm here for it, man. And just hopefully we all can be civil.
Right, most definitely. Most definitely. For those that are watching that were tuned into this, man, this is not anything for an argument. Whatever, old Scott, you this, that, and the other. No, ain't nothing like that. It's my dude. We're going to talk, get some education going, and see what's happening in this world, and see can we be more enlightened, all right? So I want to ask you, man, where did you grow up?
I grew up around these parts. Yeah, right around Carolina. North Carolina, yeah.
So as you was growing up, did you see a lot of different activity going on? Any violence? Any, anything that intrigued the mind of speculation or whatever?
No, I grew up country boy.
Okay, country boy, okay.
Yeah. Only violence I probably can say is I grew up around some racism, definitely down here in the country.
Most definitely.
Spit on me when I was riding by on a truck, and that definitely traumatized me. But my grandmother, she was definitely traumatized through racism and tried to encourage me. She tried to encourage me to, have a disconnect or distrust for white folk. It didn't really take, because I'm always going to make friends wherever. So you know how it is. That next generation just don't seem to carry the trauma just as much as the other. So I never actually wore that trauma. So I've got friends of all different types. So what I've learned in my life, though, is everybody has bad apples.
Right.
You know what I didn't grow up seeing a lot of like gangster activity because I grew up in the country. So I don't see, when I see my brothers and sisters, I don't see thugs because I didn't grow up around that. So I actually see people and give them a fair chance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I found out recently that your mother passed when you was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like? Did you ever learn about her to see where your traits come from?
Well, she passed and I ended up living with my grandmother after that. And it was my father's mother who I was raised by. Okay, so I didn't know much about my mother. I had only a few pictures. The photos were only of her in the casket. So I threw them out, and my brothers and sisters hated me for it because that's all we had of her. So now in recent years, I've gotten to see more of her. Like I finally got to see her smile.
Okay.
My whole life, I was told I looked like her and had her smile, but I didn't know I had her smile. It would give me confidence and encouragement. But when I finally saw her, I could see what people were saying. I definitely do have her smile. So, but I don't remember necessarily knowing my mother, but I know that when I lost her, that it was a loss to me at the time I was 3. But
right.
My pain and struggles come from growing up. I would think necessarily without having a mother, like never having a person that loved you for you. Like, you see what I'm saying? That truly you could fail and they'll still love you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're handsome even though you're not handsome. I never had that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those funeral pictures, man. I don't understand why the old generation hold on to them casket pictures. My Aunt Catherine, she had every casket picture you could think of. Her first husband, her second husband, her fourth husband, the fifth one, his brother's sister, the grandma. I'm like, dude, I'm looking in the year like, is anybody alive in this family, man? Do I know anybody that's alive in this family? Dude, it was crazy, man. That kind of traumatized you as a little kid saying that, man.
Yeah, it does. And when all you see is your matriarch in a box and you never saw a smile,
Right.
And they didn't do it right they didn't do it good either for the funeral. So I'm seeing her hands laying there and all folded up like this, and just she's dead. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's several angles of that. Man, I ain't trying to see that. As a little child, that's all you got, you know?
Right. Right.
So
Absolutely.
I pretended they was lost. I didn't know what happened to them, but I threw them away. I told my brothers and sisters like way later. I told them I think last year that I threw all of them away.
I did the same thing to my dad, bro. My dad casket pictures, bro. His sisters gave it to my mom, my aunt, right? So I saw him. I said, man, forget it, because he passed Christmas morning 2004, right? So we had a funeral on New Year's. Dude, I took the pictures and I tossed them bad boys. I put a bone and a skull on them, and I threw them out. I didn't want to see that, man. Come on now.
I'm telling you.
No.
See, now, I think now I have a little bit more understanding, because we go through transitions, and we'll all one day die. You see what I mean? That is a part of life, whether we like it or not. And so I can understand in my older age, I think, why somebody would take a photo. But, you know, man, we put our people in a box and we flurry it all up. And for a child, that's hard to kind of accept. You know what I mean? So I think that'd be for anybody who lost somebody near and dear to them. You just can't see that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
See, so.
And now in our culture now, you see, man, they do different things with dead bodies. Now they got them propped up, look like they still playing cards, riding a motorcycle. Like, nigga, are you crazy? Don't be doing me like that, man.
Listen, when I saw
case, if you was to leave here in your case, you have to. Never mind. No, we get.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. When I first saw that, I remember like seeing a bunch of friends singing like Bone Thugs and Harmony to their friend because he had passed on. I was just like, that ain't right. But I'm thinking tradition tells us that it's supposed to be like passing on songs and gospel music. But in reality, man, if you really think about this, the stories people are going to tell about you when you pass on, they're going to be like, man, that joker always had a beer in his hand. That joker always was watching the Cowboys. He was always singing this type of music. So it's really like, if you really truly going to honor their life, why not play what they listened to when they was living and respect that?
Hold on, I heard you say something. You said the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Oh! I knew we had something in common. Yeah, baby. Are you ready for Sunday, dog? Are you ready for Sunday night?
I'm ready. I want to see Tyler Smith prove everybody wrong.
Kevin, man, I just don't have a whole family football night, man. You bring the wives over, I bring my two dogs over. And you big old happy family for this boy watching the Cowboys. See, man, hey, look, I told y'all this is good man. Y'all don't understand him. He's a Cowboy fan. That's what's up. All day, baby. That's what's up, man.
Like I said, listen, man, the other day, and this be this brief little intermission though. For y'all ain't hear you, man, I want y'all to quote me on this, okay? So, you know Tyler Smith, they got him, Tyron Smith hurt. They're like, we don't know what we're gonna do. They signed Jason Peters, and they like, well, they just signed him for the practice squad, and he old. But I'm like, you know what, man? If you have experience, you can give a young, talented person all your experience. And if they got the athletic body, they can put that into action. And I've never really seen a team hire a MVP type caliber player, like 9-10 Pro Bowl type player, and bring them in just to train a young rookie. I never seen that. Now, I can only imagine, like, if I was a young rookie, what I would feel like if my idol showed up to train me. I'm telling you now, Jerry Jones just started something. Watch Tyler Smith go there, man, because Jason Peters is the most technical offensive tackle probably ever. And with him teaching the nuances with the physical ability, see, when you give your child your mind, you strengthen them.
Oh, he so they got now. That's a word. That's a word. Right
mind. So that's what Jerry Jones is thinking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just watch Tyler Smith have a breakout season. Just watch. We're gonna get on with the show, but you know.
No, that the world needed to hear that. They needed to hear that from you. The spiritual guru just let y'all know the Cowboys going all the way this season. And I'm in agreement with that.
I love how he took that and said, I said they was going all the way, but I ain't gonna disagree because I'm a Cowboy fan. Because that's what's up. Is make a mile out of an inch.
Let's do it, baby. That's how we supposed to do that thing, dog.
And Dez called it. I don't care what nobody say, man.
Oh, yeah, of course Dez called it.
And when people say that, they didn't catch that ball.
Bro, Joe pissed me off so bad, man. Dez caught that big time. Period.
Big time.
All right, man. So, so moving on to further along in life, man. So you grew up in church?
I did.
You did. And what was your experience like in church?
I grew up with church upbringing until I was maybe 14, 15. But when I was 15, I moved on my own. So I lived on my own because my grandmother, she got too sick to be able to have me still stay with her. So I moved out on my own. Me and my brother lived together. And he's 1 year older than me. So I'm 15, he's 16. Okay. There's a church across the street from me that I hear the music every day. You know what I mean? So I'm intrigued to go over there. I am a Christian because I was raised Christian, but I wasn't a church goer yet. Right. I was in church. So that was my first church experience. And up until that point, I didn't really have a father figure, but I met him there. Okay. Amazing man, absolutely amazing man. Okay. And so he actually is the one who taught me structure, taught me on how to be faithful, mean what you say, and be consistent. He was good to his children, and I modeled myself after that man. He had never before ever cheated on his wife. At least this is what he would say before the church. And I believed that man. And all I had ever seen was men not be right. So I really loved that guy for the structure that he taught me. I'd never seen a man honor those type of things. You see what I'm saying? Like being, listen, when I was young, I can remember my pops, he was like, "Are you a virgin?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm still a virgin." Right. And he was like, "You ain't never done nothing? Dang, you gay?" I'm like, "Well, I did the finger thing. I fingered a girl." And he goes, "Boy, if you get your fingers in that, you supposed to hit that." I grew up hearing, you supposed to be out here and you supposed to constantly measure yourself to that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I was encouraged to go out and be a Casanova. You feel me? Yeah. Well, I met this man who was saying that he was faithful to his wife and cared about building a life with her and loved his kids and done good by him. I mean, he really did. He was a stand-up guy. Right. Even there, the belief that I was raised in with him, I got nothing negative to say about that, King. So inquiring minds want to know, did you ever clean your fingers after you? But anyway, moving on to, I'm just saying some people don't clean before they start cooking again. I just, at least let me know you clean the fingers because we might sit down and eat at each other's house and I want to make sure your fingers are clean. Yes. Yes. Okay, yes. Cool. That's all I want to know, Kev. That's all I want to know, dog. All right. So you was raised around him, you honored him and respected him. So by watching his life, did that make you want to become a minister? No, I was convinced that I was called to become a minister. Yes. Okay. I mean, and you guys can understand that, I'm well spoken and, I'm charismatic and I'm a people person. So when people at church saw that, they were just like, you got a calling. And I believed it day one because, of course, they tied me losing my mother to it. It was like, if God got a purpose for you, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm this purpose stuff has always clicked with me. I've always felt like I was meant for something. Right. So I chased that through the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because that seemed to answer that question for me. So, if that's who gave me this purpose that I feel I have, I believed what they believed in because I believed in purpose. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it wasn't hard. It wasn't difficult to I guess convince me the things of God or whatever, because that's high vibration. That's high living. So I still quote a lot of scriptures. I still believe in a lot of the goodness in it. The reason I am no longer a believer necessarily is because I cannot prove this belief. I wanted to prove it is 100% true over all other religions. When I realized I couldn't do that, I said, I'm not going to believe in any of them then. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy 77, man. Thank you for watching this interview. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting on this channel. I really appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please click that button right down there. Don't wait till your homeboy blow up. You wait. Go ahead and participate and become part of the Unmuted family. We greatly appreciate it. We work very hard to bring you good content and stories that you probably never heard of before, and a little something to make you think about the Lord a little bit and laugh a little bit. All right, guys. Like, click, share, comment. Don't text me. Put it right there in the comments. Simp 7 out.